Hello guys, Terry here. Today I'm here with the boys. Today we're gonna be discussing what Nen types we are. We're getting flipping influence from HunterxHunter. I'm here with Bosun. Bosun. There you go. I'm here with Craig. He's Momo.
Yep. I'm here, boy.
Yeah, Momo's not gonna say anything. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Wait, can you not hear me?
Yeah, you were a bit late though. You responded a bit late. The Bill
Yo.
and Mike. Boston's gonna explain Nen for us before we
All right,
start.
let's get into the nitty gritty of what Nen essentially is. So essentially, Nen is one of the defining features. It's a technique that allows living beings to manipulate their own life energy, known as aura. So essentially, the aura can be used into different forms, which is Ten, Zetsu, Ren, and Hatsu. So Ten is to focus the mind and reflect and self and determine the goal. Zetsu is to put into words. Ren is to intensify your will, and Hatsu is to put into action. So based upon those four unique attributes of Nen, essentially a hunter can use and create an ability for themselves during. An interesting thing about Hunter is not always about battling as well. So some hunters have abilities that are more suited towards maybe recon or backup abilities compared to some who are more suited towards combat and action. So again, the thing about Nen is that it mostly depends on your emotions.
Yeah, it depends on your character and your personality, really.
Your personality. Like for example, one is Kurapika. You know, like where he's so determined to defeat the Phantom Troop that essentially his strongest abilities only work against the troop members, and if you use it against non-troop members, he actually dies. That's how intensified his will. And also Gon, when he fought Neferpito, essentially he sacrificed his future potential Nen to essentially use it in the current moment to defeat Neferpito, meaning that he can't use Nen anymore at the current moment in the manga.
Yeah.
Okay. So instead of going through the other...
No spoilers, of course.
Sorry?
No spoilers, of course.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. So
that is a spoiler.
You guys watched Hunter by now.
Yeah. But carry on.
All right. So basically, you have different things. You got Gyo, which is to put the aura towards your eyes so you can see things. You have In, which means you can conceal your Nen ability. You have N, which allows you to find other Nen users in the area. You have 10, which is to enhance your Nen physical ability. You have also have Ken and Ko. But mainly we're talking about is Zetsu. So that Zetsu is related to the actual Nen affinity.
You mean Hatsu, not Zetsu. Zetsu is when you have when you're
Zetsu
like
is
no
the cancel. It's a cancel Nen. Hatsu is divided into six.
Six categories,
categories
that each person fall under.
So how you find out what you are is you do the water divination test. So if the volume of water changes, it means you're an enhancer. If the taste of water changes, it means you're a transmuter. If impurities appear in the water, it means you're a conjurer. If the color of water changes, it means you're an emitter. If the leaf moves on the surface, it means you're a manipulator. And if it completely changes or is completely something random, it means you're a specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So to go into those personality types, essentially an enhancer is simple and determined. Most of them never lie, hide, nothing, and very straightforward in their actions and thinking. A transmuter are more whimsical, prone to dishonesty and deceit. Transmutation usually have unique attitudes and many regarded as weirdos or tricksters. An emitter are impatient, non-detail orientated, and quick to react in a volatile manner. A conjurer is a typically high-strung or overly serious, stoic, and political person. Manipulators are argumentative and logical, and specialists are usually independent, individualistic, and charismatic. So,
manipulation.
How we would do this is that
You didn't say manipulation.
No, manipulation is argumentative and logical.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So essentially, for you, so obviously, we'd have the definition test, but this is real life, so we don't have that. So instead, we're going to discuss our personality type and what we would think.
If we all done the word definition test right now, what would all fall under?
Exactly.
Right.
So we will start off with Momo.
Wait, hold on. Why me? Why me?
I just told you. That's why.
All right, cool. Personally, I think I would be a conjurer. Yeah, personally, I think I'd be a conjurer still.
Okay.
I think I'd be a conjurer.
So if we go,
Yeah,
we'll just go over what a conjurer. So the full meaning, the full definition, I guess, is a high, strong, serious, stoic, and nervous. They often guard as to be cautious. They're very observant and logical, rarely falling into traps. Being able to analyze things calmly is the strength of a conjurer, and many of the items that conjurers create are often used by them in a deliberate and practical, logical fashion.
Yeah, I think
So-
if I had to fall on that category, I think the thing that describes me most would be a conjurer still.
Okay, so you believe you're very serious, stoic.
Strong. You
Yeah,
believe
serious,
Yeah,
you're
you
very
definitely
are like-
serious.
Yeah, Momo
But I
definitely.
definitely
Nervous?
I definitely see
Nervous,
things. Do you know what I mean?
Momo, you're not nervous. I don't know. That's one thing. That
Yeah, but remember,
I know, but it's like it doesn't
it's
all have to apply to
spectrum,
the
isn't it?
person.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
It doesn't all have to apply to you, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, what do you like? Agree with it? Would you like agree with it?
I would. I feel like the conjurer kind of
do you feel that something else that
fits
suits
that
you
kind
more?
of like that because also you're a very money oriented guy as well. You think about the money, think about how to save it, to grow it,
Yeah.
advance that shit. You know.
Fair enough.
I think you're cautious. You like to think fairly rationally about things, especially when it comes to games.
Yeah.
And and I think you can conjure a lot of bullshit. So I think that. What about you guys? What about you guys? What do you think?
I agree, but I think that fits for Momo. I think that fits in the most still. But how would you go further? Like, so he's a conjurer. Now what? Like, what? How can we go further?
Well, that's the thing with that because obviously, like we said before, like
in terms of ability, we're gonna have to leave for another episode, isn't it?
Another episode because it's quite a. And okay, so another thing to state is that these personality and Nen orientations, they're not actually fixed in terms of if you're a conjurer, you can only do conjure abilities. So a lot of people can say, for example, not Kurapika, sorry, Killua.
Yeah.
Even though he's a transmuter, his ability is kind of almost similar to manipulation and conjuration as well. No, that's wrong because he's actually using N. It's not actually lightning, but more manipulation because he's manipulating the lightning at the same time, isn't it? But a good example is of why it's good to stick to your.
That's more transmutation still, isn't it? Manipulating the lightning.
Yeah, but he's talking about
changing your aura to match like lightning. That's transmutation. It's not really manipulation.
Yeah, but when he uses it to attack, he's kind of manipulating at the same time, isn't it? Because the transmutation is just literally transmuting the end, isn't it? But the actual ability to how he uses it and how he kind of manipulates it, it's similar. Not completely, but it is kind of similar. And the reason why I say that is because basically in the chart, which we should probably have an image of it in the actual video, at the top you have enhancer. So below that you have emission and transmutation, which basically means that if you're an enhancer, you can also potentially use emission and transmutation techniques also. So if you're a manipulator, your closest one is emission and specialist. If you're a conjurer, which is Momo, he could be transmutation and specialist as well, which would mean that when we do the ability, you can also have kind of abilities that kind of incorporate all of them. But a good example of why it's good to kind of stick to your main one is that in the Heaven's Arena arc, I have completely forgot his name. He faced Hisoka. He was essentially an enhancer, but his ability was to split himself in half, which was a what was that anyway? What kind of thing?
I would say that was a mission. I would say that was a mission.
It was a mission, isn't it? He's an emission,
A mission, yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, because he was an enhancer, he wasn't as good. Same thing with the Beyblade guy. So the guy that would has a Beyblade and uses try to manipulate them, because he's not that good at manipulation, because he's more of a enhancer. He can actually manipulate them properly.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You remember he fought Gon, isn't it? And he had the Beyblades, isn't it? But because he's not good at manipulation, so the point is to say that you can potentially use all of them, especially if you're a specialist. But it's quite unlikely you'll be able to advance.
Yeah, you can still use other categories of them, but like it won't be as effective as someone who's like from that nature. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. It's almost like a jack of trade versus being a specialist in one kind of situation.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. So moving on to the next person.
Who's next? Better.
Who's next? I would have to. Let's go over the bill. Let's go.
Shall I just go?
Go on.
For me, I kind of think I'm a bit of a mix,
Mixed race.
Mixed race, bro. Like The thing is, I think I have that specialist kind of vibe because I do my own shit. I do so much of my own shit in real life. You know, like, and I'm enthusiastic, charismatic.
Wait, what's specialist again, guys?
But
I'll let him finish explaining first. I know you're gonna roast him in it, but just let him go.
I don't refrain from having close friends. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Back to
So
the definition.
I do keep
Specialist
people close to me.
Yeah.
I do keep people close to me, but I am my own guy. I'm charismatic. I'm independent. I do so much. You guys know how I'm doing. I've got so much that I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it all on my own, mindset, my own, enthusiastic mindset.
Yeah,
So
I agree.
I kind of have that side of it, but I think it has to be mixed with something else because I don't keep people away from me. I don't, I kind of welcome everyone, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a hard one. I don't know what to mix it with though.
I mean, it would have to
the
be.
one thing
I've got
to say off the
yeah, go on.
so off the bat is that generally speaking, the specialists are usually the strongest ones as well. So you got that consideration as well.
I'll take it then. No, check it out.
I don't think you're the strongest one here. Just to say that.
I would probably enhance it.
Alright, so go back to the definition of basically you're independent, individualistic, and charismatic. You said respect for close friends. So usually you only possess one hatsu technique as well. So usually with a specialist, it means that you usually have that one technique and you basically just refine it. As an example, although that would be a spoiler saying that.
Yeah, it would be. It would be.
So what do you guys think? Oh yeah, sorry.
I think
the only thing that like out of that the description that they've given that I'm not with is the close friends part. Everything else, I don't know.
What's the specialist? Because someone explained it. Like, say it again.
A specialist is a independent, individualistic, and charismatic. They won't tell you anything important on them, and they will refrain from having close friends. Does that sound like terror to you?
That's not
the close friends part is not me.
Nah,
the first three parts is me. Yeah, and it says because of the natural charisma, it draws others. Yeah, all of you guys are drawn together on this cast because. I will mic you guys in it. I will Craig here as well, okay?
I'm just gonna say that.
Okay, Tara. You see,
no offense.
See how you said individuality, yeah? Let's refer to you, fam. How often do you make a video by yourself with no one else?
I've made plenty of videos by myself.
No, you don't, because you're always relying on other people to be in your video.
Wait. Should we go? Okay. Last 10 uploads, yeah? Last 10 uploads. Let me go.
Okay.
It's getting a bit personal, isn't it?
No.
That's all point, isn't it? So fuck it, let's do it.
Last 10 uploads, yeah? I am better than Ninja. That was me, yeah? Fortnite Duo, that was with someone else. The Peppers Muslims Fast, that was just me. Black Ops 4, that was just me. Does Terror do drugs? That was just me. Indian Fortnite, that was just me. Best Fortnite Duo, that was 2 people. So just say out of the last 7 videos, 2 of them were not me. No, not just me.
So out of those last 7 videos, you have how many videos here, and how many of those videos have people in it?
What do you mean have people in it? How many videos
have a lot of people in it? Like,
only in the last 7 videos, only 2 of them have anyone else in it. The rest is just me.
What do you mean? I'm not talking about the last 7 videos. I'm talking about your whole YouTube channel in general.
Fam,
how many times has there been someone else in it? Because there's certain.
Why does it matter, bro?
Because we're talking about thingy. Like, if you're gonna be a specialist,
but that's the thing.
Because his whole family got, like, his whole clan got destroyed. Yeah, he's been by himself for so long.
Listen to
that's
this.
Him now.
Listen to this. At the same time, it says
he's turning ugly.
Yeah. In the description of a specialist, it says because of their natural charisma, it draws others. Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. So I draw other people, but I do my own shit at the same time. So there you go, bro.
All right. Can I speak next, please? To say why. By definition, charisma means compelling attractiveness or charm that inspires or devotes in others, right? The thing is, and I'll be honest, when it comes to charisma, I think Nabil has the most in this group.
Bro, he doesn't inspire anyone.
Well, he definitely does. He inspires us to fucking cuss him all the fucking time. That's inspiration right there.
I think
that's literally inspiration.
No.
Because look, charisma.
Like if he was president, I would listen to this guy. He was to run.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that.
And independent,
that's because you don't know him enough. But I mean, that's because you don't know him enough.
From the outside, me looking at him, I'm like raw. Like when he talks, I'm like raw. Like I actually want to listen to him. I actually want to.
Right, for real? Are you serious right now?
I'll be serious. I'll be for real, fam.
Yo. Anything that Mike says from now, we need to disregard, fam. Anything that
What do you mean disregard? I'm saying from the outside. I don't know him personally, but from the outside, if he's able to have that effect on someone, obviously he has something.
What is that called?
You guys know him.
Yo, bro, you don't understand the boner you've just given Nabil right now.
Yeah, but deeper, you guys know him. So if you guys know him, that's you guys. But from the outside,
that's fair enough.
Charisma doesn't mean just people you know. It means from in general.
Yeah. You don't know about my personally. You don't know Trump personally. So obviously, but what I'm saying is, like, I feel charisma is like, you do attract people together. I do get that, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's more charisma, but more kind of just charisma. It's just more like you just organize things together. But that's not charisma is like, usually people that are edgy as well. People that kind of go against the grain of things are more charismatic compared to someone. I feel you're kind of not necessarily too, like, you're not that controversial. You know what I mean? Charisma and controversial.
I don't give a shit about how like 90% of shit that's going on.
But you know the thing about charisma is you usually describe people as charismatic when you can't pin down what it is about them that makes them either interesting or compelling.
Exactly.
And that's what Bosun.
But we know what makes you interesting and compelling. It's your podcast.
Yeah.
Are you saying you wouldn't make me I wouldn't be interesting or compelling without this podcast, bro?
Okay.
What are you saying, bro?
Bro, that didn't come out my mouth. That didn't come out my mouth.
What are you trying? No, hey, no.
I'll give you an example, right? Blah. Check this out, right? The reason why I say the bill, right? Check this out. For the amount of shit this guy talks, we somehow still listen to him. Why is that?
No, we don't. Do you actually? No, wait. You just before this podcast, what were you saying to the bill?
You talk shit. But yeah, I still listen. Do you know why?
No, but when I see the bill, this is what I see. I see trans. I can't say that shit. Transmuter. Because he's simple.
We're discussing. We're discussing your personal ones, isn't it?
Yeah, you need
independent. I will admit that you are quite independent, but like Mike said, like for example, Kurapika, for example, this guy had no fucking family, and my guy was still doing this shit. Like, would you be able to still do the shit you do if all your family were gone? Like, it's a bit different being independent by yourself.
I wouldn't know unless I'm living that life.
And I would probably say I've lived by myself the longest. Just saying that.
It's true.
Wait. Okay, you're saying you're saying
to be fair,
if I wasn't living with my family.
And individually, can you say like Black? Can you see your personal interests, right?
Yeah.
Can you say they read that different from most other people's? Honestly.
My personal interests.
Yeah. Because individualism is like it kind of also means when it ties to charisma is that your personal what you define as yourself is very unique. But can you really say like the stuff you like Fortnite and Call of Duty, is really that individualistic? Really?
I'm not that into Call of Duty.
Not this. I'm just saying.
But that's the thing. Like, at the same time, my sense of humor is kind of different to a lot of people as well.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro. Like, you don't see any other YouTuber with the same kind of humor that I'm.
But racist humor isn't that individual.
And it's not. It's not just.
I know a lot of people that have racist humor.
Come on, bro. Like, everyone be racist here too.
It's your humor is racist humor, my G.
I've got racist humor, but it's more than just that. It's more than racism.
Okay, like what?
You have balls to like be like this edgy on YouTube. I will give you that in it, but it's still not necessarily. You guys know what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
I take risks.
Example, expectation of RP.
Yes, I do take risks, Mike.
What risks have you taken, Terra?
I'm trying to run like 3, 4, 5 different businesses outside of like working.
Personal.
How is that risk? What have you put forward that
wait. You're saying running a business isn't a risk.
That is not, fam.
Putting in money forward money is not a risk.
Yeah, but how much have you put down?
You don't need to know.
Is it gonna like affect you in the future? The money that you've put down.
I put in. It
doesn't matter. To be fair.
Hold on. Let me bring it back to it. Let me bring back to the topic that we're talking about, innit? Nabil, you said that Nabil. Bilal, you think you're a specialist, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think I'm a mix.
I think I get what you're saying with the when it comes to working. You work by yourself. All the shit that when you started off YouTube by yourself, you were like an individual doing it from your own by yourself, innit? And that's I agree with that part, innit? But for me, like the way I see you as a quite simplistic, and I see you as proper nice guy, innit? And if that from those personality traits, I would have to put you as an enhancer, innit? Yeah, as an enhancer.
Because the thing, and do you know why he's right there? Yeah. But okay, I'll give you an example. Do you know why? Because all specialists in Hunter are usually very fucked up people as well.
Extremely, yeah.
Extremely fucked up, and the reason why because they're specialists and they're charismatic.
You have to have a proper messed up upbringing, innit?
Yeah.
But I get why you would feel that you've got some of the personality traits that a specialist does have, innit? Yeah. I get you, but not all of them, innit?
Another problem is what you're trying to say. You say you're a mix of both, right? But an enhancer is the furthest from a specialist. So you can't really be both. It's either really you're either an enhancer or you're a specialist.
You have one or the other. Fam.
Like they're the least likely to become a specialist. The least likely.
But you have to deep here. Everyone has that specialist trait though, but that's not their strong traits. When it comes to the Nen, is what your strongest trait.
Exactly.
You have some specialities in you do have some traits that obviously is a specialist, but that's not your main trait. You have to deep that. That's not your main.
So your dominant traits, basically.
Yeah, dominant traits.
Yeah. And I see I agree. I see you more like a hardworking individual she's very straight edge as well, straight to the point.
Fair, that's the traits of
and very simple. Not a hard level, just a very just a simple hardworking guy. Which would probably again either be enhancer or
hide nothing. Very straightforward.
Not really in a mythical. You're not that impatient. You're not that hot body. You don't get really angry that quickly as well. We used to before, obviously in FIFA days, isn't it? But you've kind of changed.
I wasn't angry. I was just competitive. I'm competitive.
Yeah, same shit.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm an enhancer, but
that was amazing. That went from specialist all the way up to.
I'm an enhancer, but I'm a really good one.
Potential for specialism. Maybe the least potential, but still potential, right?
Yeah. Let's move on, fam. Let's move on.
All right,
let's move on. All right, let's go, Mike, innit?
I think I'm an enhancer, fam. Well, okay, what do you guys think, man?
I love how everyone went silent.
You have to say what you think.
We don't really do that personally at the same time.
No, but Mike, enhancer.
You're
not that simple though.
I'm a simple guy.
Actually, you know what? He fell in love, so he's simple.
Yeah,
but that don't mean you're simple, fam.
That don't mean
that don't mean you're simple.
The two guys.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get rushed tomorrow, fam.
All
right.
Go on. With Mike, I don't know. I feel like it could be an emissioner.
Why is that?
Emitter, but
emitter, yeah.
Oh no, Mike, do you get quick tempered quite easily, or?
It depends, man.
I think it does. I feel like it does, but I feel like it does.
Nah, no.
Because I feel like when it comes to terror, you definitely are impatient when it comes to terror.
Yeah, when it comes to terror, I'm just impatient.
Hey, that's love. That's love.
I'm just impatient with terror, but with everyone else, I don't think I've ever been. I'm not angry. I don't just switch. So just chat shit. I just have to switch everything. So much shit, man.
Oh my goodness.
Do you think you're a weirdo?
Nah. I mean,
you know what, Mike? You should narrow it down to 3. Narrow it down to 3. So rule out the ones that you definitely aren't.
Okay, I don't think I'm a conjurer. Wait, what's a conjurer again, fam?
So
I
high, strong, very rational, very logical person. Analyzes everything essentially. So everything's almost like a playing field for logical reasoning shit, basically.
That's definitely not Mike, innit?
Yeah, I don't think that doesn't sound like Mike.
What the logical bit?
I'd also take out the manipulator as well, because I don't think you're argumentative and.
Yeah, the thing is,
I'm argumentative with you, fam. Actually,
but no. But the thing
I
is,
would agree, fam.
The part where it says when it comes to pursuing own goals, they don't listen to what anyone else has to say about it. That's Mike.
To be fair, from what I've seen of Mike, yeah, he is quite. He doesn't take bullshit. Doesn't take other people's shit, and he's not afraid to speak out and shit.
So that is in.
Yes, I think emitter. I think probably emitter.
That's what I'm saying.
Sounds more like an emitter, kind of like. Because again, I don't think that necessarily means you'll be hot-blooded all the time, but it means that like when it needs to be done,
he gets
done. Say, fuck this shit. Let's just do this shit right now.
Exactly. He gets shit done. You get me? He gets shit done.
And another thing about Mike is he's not insecure of his masculinity. Certain mans think.
What is wrong with his brother, fam? I swear to God. He always try to like bring in feminism somehow, fam.
Toxic masculinity.
Fam, we're talking about
serious point.
Every goddamn episode, bro.
You know, Mike's really forthright. He's not scared of giving out compliments or dishing out abuse. And I think this takes.
You know the funny thing is though, because at the same time, Mike, you remind me of Knuckle from HunterxHunter as well. He was an emitter.
Wait,
you know Knuckle, right?
Knuckle here.
The pop clean guy in it.
What's that haircut called? Pump or something?
I hate his
ability. I forgot what the haircut was.
I hated his ability as well, fam. Fucking hell.
I loved him. I thought it was a brilliant ability.
Yeah, I thought it was a sick
ability.
The jackpot.
I don't even know what ability I would have, because if I was gonna fight, I'm just going full on strength. That's why I thought I was gonna be.
An emitter would have a lot of enhancement abilities as well. You get me?
Exactly, because they're quite robust. The triangle.
Yeah.
So, for example, So a good example of that is that, Gon. So Janken Gun is basically an enhancement, but the She, which is the scissors, is a transmutation, and then the rock one is more of a emission.
Emission, yeah.
So Gon uses all three.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that means
So again, I said it's not fixed. Just because you're an emitter, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't still use your fists or your fight for. You can maybe enhance your hands to fight faster or stronger, kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I can use manipulation, emission, and enhancement, basically.
Yeah, but manipulation is far off. So if you're gonna, no, sorry, you're right. If you're emitter, it's enhancement, manipulation, enhancement. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that. I can it was very sick.
Calm. All right, moving on, innit?
All right.
Moving on to the Nabil, what do you think you would be?
I'm just gonna listen to you guys and say specialist.
I think he's a transmuter.
Me, it's a bit weird for me. It's a bit between two, but it's a bit weird because like they're polar opposites, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't.
What are they?
Manipulation and transmutation, isn't it?
Yeah, they're on the both opposite ends of the spectrum, isn't it?
But I feel like
manipulator and transmuter.
Yeah.
Transmuter. Sorry.
Okay. What?
So a manipulator by definition is argumentative and logical. They're advanced at their own pace. That is definitely you. I tend to want to keep their family and loved ones safe. On the other hand, when it comes to pursuing their own goals, they don't listen to others. Have to say about it, and they use techniques that allow them to control their opponents, send choose and intimate video control. So again, like for example, Shaonak, he controlled people. Who else was manipulating?
Illumi.
Yes, that's it. Illumi, yeah.
Yeah, Illumi.
And that's the thing. I feel like you would be Illumi. Kinda. I think you'd be Hisoka, see? And the thing is, you'd be Hisoka mixed with Illumi, which is a kind of a manipulator and a transmutator.
And that's what I'm saying. Transmutation and manipulation, fam. Like, it's a bit.
What is the transmuter? What are the personalities?
So they're whimsical, prone to deceit and dishonesty.
Wow!
Unique attitudes. And many are regarded as weirdos or tricksters. Yeah. And they also put a facade while hiding the true aspect of their personality. Even when they don't hide their personality, they really reveal their true intentions.
There's too much anti-Nabil bias going on. Mike, balance up the debate.
Wait. What are you again?
I want you to chime in. They're saying I'm transmuter and manipulator.
Yeah, I'll say more transmuter. I'll say more transmuter manipulator.
Wow.
Manipulator, you gotta be a scumbag. That's let's be honest. Manipulator's a scumbag.
Well, they're saying there's like fucking 4 people.
I feel like for me, I feel like the bill would be more of a manipulator.
I don't know, man. Because manipulator basically means you're a leech and you basically use other people to fucking succeed yourself. That's manipulator, isn't
Mike, you see what we mean tomorrow when we play Monopoly, bro.
They're just liars, you get me? And they're tricksters.
We should play Monopoly before we did this, and then I could have known everyone.
Bilal, you played Monopoly with the guy in it. Is he a manipulator or transmutator?
He's a bitch. No,
Wait.
Listen, should we move on? I think we kind of decided.
No, so what do you think of the bill?
We haven't actually decided. There needs to be one of the
two. We haven't discussed it yet. What do you think of the bill?
I think I'm probably specialist.
Specialist, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough. But the thing is, I don't think you're a specialist because like specialists have to have a really tough upbringing in it. And that's one thing you most definitely
What? You think I had a warm and fuzzy upbringing?
What was the toughest part? What was the toughest part of your upbringing? What was the toughest part? What was the toughest part? Give us one tough thing where we're like, oh wow.
Yeah, we're gonna learn.
Doesn't have to be that personal, but give us one tough thing, innit? Oh, my mom didn't let me in when I came back from school late. Oh wow.
Well, I still have a curfew.
Oh wow. It's all coming out.
It's all coming out.
Fair enough.
See, the thing is, the bill. I do get what you mean by specialist, but I still feel specialist. It's a certain type of personality that even for you, I think it's not there. Like,
Is your dad still around? Is your dad still around the bill?
Yeah. You know what the funny thing is? We had an argument. Well, my mum and my dad had an argument literally a couple of hours ago.
About you?
And he doesn't say kind of threatens to leave, but he kids. He's just like jokes around.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now.
Is that a joke though, really though? Are you being transmuted right now? If I'm transmitting the truth right now.
I'm going to transmute right now. I just think. Oh my days.
So we decided
so I can say for now. So what?
I'll say transmute, but what does everyone else say?
I said manipulator.
I said transmute.
Wow.
Okay, so Moment, can you explain why you said manipulator then? What do you see that makes the bill a manipulator?
Can you just read out the manipulator traits again?
Yeah, so manipulator essentially is argumentative or logical, which is kind of the bill. Yeah. They advance at their own pace and tend to want to keep their family and loved ones safe. On the other hand, when it comes to pursuing their own goals, they don't listen to others have to say about it. Also, manipulate these techniques allow them to control their opponents. Some choose an intimate medium to control.
You're a transmuter, Nabil. Because every transmuter in the fucking HunterxHunter anime, they all talk weird, fam. You talk differently to everyone, fam. He's so
Bungee gum.
Zeno talks
but
weird.
Don't you think, like, the thing is, it's very, very argumentative, isn't it? Very argumentative. Even when he's blatantly in the wrong, he'll still argue his case. And even like I said, he's like the other day as well with the Monopoly thing. The rules were very clear. The rules were very clear, and he still can't argue that against him.
And because he thinks it's logical as well at the same time.
Yeah,
Momo, I agree.
So it's a bit illogical, you get me?
I agree, with the argumentative side, but when it said logical, then I was like,
wow.
Illogical.
Oh, wow.
I say it's illogical.
See, my only problem with I do get it. The only problem with manipulate is that generally manipulators have to control people. I don't really see the bill as a kind of controlling kind of person.
I feel like he can sway people into doing things, innit? From the way he talks.
Yeah, maybe because we know him. Maybe because we know him, he can't do it to us. But others, like the way Mike was describing him.
Yeah, you're right.
You see that?
Yeah, that is true.
You see that Mike was up and
I might be swayed here right now.
Yeah, that's true. He's on to something. He's on to
something. Yes, you're right. You know what? I'm gonna have to agree with that manipulator. Yeah. Because also I think the Bill's a family-oriented guy as well.
Yeah, because I've seen the Bill with his brothers, and he really cares for them as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm telling you, fam. I'm telling you.
I'm picking manipulator, fam.
Oh shit! There you go. That might be the Bulls ability right there. Didn't even know it. Fucking hell.
Exactly, he was manipulating us this whole time, bro.
Yeah. Like, he was a specialist.
You know the funny thing.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
Go on.
You know the funny thing is, I was just like a couple of minutes ago, I was talking about Mike being independent, forthright, not afraid to speak his own mind, and now he's fucking siding with everyone else.
Holy shit.
He tried his
No,
manipulation.
he saw sense in what was said.
No,
there.
it's because I'm starting to deep that, fam. I'm starting to deep
exactly.
from the outside, obviously, I thought, like, I was thinking, right, yeah, this guy's a good guy. He's a good outside. I'll listen to him. Like, when I say, if you're the president, I'll vote for you, fam. That's manipulation shit, fam, right?
Manipulation, bro.
Like, are his parents really arguing, or do we actually know that?
Yeah, exactly. Is he trying to get
Sympathy, petty, fam. You get
petty points, bro.
it's like, yeah,
Points, yeah,
it's all part of the thing. It's all part of the plot, fam.
I guess it's manipulated, and I think it's just Bosun left, you know.
Oh
Alright.
yeah,
I'm going with manipulate as well.
What, for yourself?
I'm trying to shit. Fuck that. I'll say enhancer.
Enhancer.
Yeah.
Alright, let's read that out.
So
it's the same one. Simple,
determined.
Never
Most
lie.
never lie.
Yep.
No, I had a lot of shit, to be fair. But I'm quite straightforward in my actions.
Bosun's got some deep, dark secrets, bro.
I don't. Yeah, most it ain't like proper simple and straightforward. You get me? It's not that simple and straightforward. I don't know. I'd say like maybe a transmutator or a conjurer in there as well, fam. You get me?
Are you
But the thing is about enhancer, they generally, like, I'm generally quite focused when I don't want to do something.
Yeah.
I generally really one-minded when it comes to it, kind of thing.
You're not simple. I don't see you as a simple guy.
Like no, I say straightforward. It's definitely straightforward.
Yeah,
but not simple.
Not simple.
Not simple. Yeah. Because I do feel like you do see things from a logical point of view as well. And that's why I mentioned conjurer. But then again, yeah, like when
the thing is, what would I conjure though? Because
that comes to ability, isn't it? We're doing right now, isn't it?
But generally speaking, the enhancers are quite like the most physical as well. And I'm pretty much, I think I'm this one here.
Yeah, you're probably the most physical here as well. So yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree.
I'd go more conjurer because I can see you it's highly I can't even read this, bro. Typically high strung, overly serious, which you can get sometimes, Bosun.
Yeah.
And but you do joke about a lot as well. But at the same time, you're often on guard and you're cautious. And I can see you like if there's like as it says here, I don't see you falling into traps at all. Like you analyze things properly, calmly.
That's why I can never fall in love.
Yeah,
I'm too cautious.
I'd have to agree with Bilal still, man. The points he mentioned are good, but I'd say it's a mixture between enhancer and conjurer, and if there's a mixture between the two, you'd have to fall under.
Well, I mean, because conjurer is so they're it's specialist and transmutation. That's their. It's quite far. A conjurer and an enhancer.
But that's the thing. Like you do look at things like logically.
Very, I do break things down
practical.
a lot.
You're maybe
you'd be a transmuter, but like that can do both enhancement and conjuration, innit?
Transmuting conjuration.
What do you think, Nabil? Then what do you think?
You said conjurer, right? That's the logical.
Something different, just for the sake of it.
I'm saying enhancer. They're saying conjurer.
Okay. What's enhancer? Physical, direct.
Yeah, straightforward.
Straightforward. Simple. Yeah, I think you're a lot more blunt. Actually, you're kind of PC still.
Well, I need to be. Yeah.
When he needs to be.
I'm a lot more tactical. I'm not always as straightforward when it comes to things where I don't need to be, essentially. So I do play the game.
And what's the conjurer? What's the conjurer?
Conjurer,
your transmutation, fam.
Highly strong, overly serious, stoic and nervous, and on guard, and cautious, very logical.
Nah, you're more of a joker. You can't be conjurer. What's the other one? Or is it just between those?
With conjurer, it comes with practical thinking and logical thinking. So he won't fall into traps.
The question you got to ask here is
thoroughly through what he does before he does it.
when you ask yourself, do you think I'm more funny or more serious?
I think you're more funny. More funny.
You're more funny, but you still think logically about things.
Yeah, but the question is, which one is he more?
You don't just fall into traps.
Yeah, I'm working like a clown, basically.
Fall into crap in it. Like you're funny, but
you can still be funny and not fall into,
that's the thing. At the same time, Bosun, if you think about everything before you do it, when we ask you for some shit, like with Kevin, when he wanted advice on whatever CV and all that, he got a lot of help from you with his contract and all that. He got a lot of help from you and the bill as well. But you know what I mean, innit?
Yeah.
So like when it comes to logical, this kind of stuff, people come to you.
What would I conjure? Because I would think this to me. I don't know what I would conjure. Because with Enhancer, I know I need my physical ability to fight.
You'd be a mix of both. I think, like, I don't know, you'd conjure up some strong shit.
Strap.
What's okay? So we've got manipulator, conjurer, we've got enhancer, specialist. What are the other three?
Emitter,
specialist.
Emitter.
I'm not a manipulator, fam. Don't ever say that.
What does emitter do?
Emitter, so impatient, not detail orientated, and quick to volatile manner. Are quick-tempered and hot-blooded.
Nah,
that's not really me.
That's none of us, to be honest.
That's not really any of us. That's more like Hassan, to be honest.
That's kind of more Bilal in some ways, but we'll leave that for another day.
I see that there, but not really. I think that's Hassan.
I'd say yeah, Mike as well falls under that.
So you guys are going with emitter or conjurer for me then? Or...
Is there another one?
I think personally you're transmuter, fam.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just have a feeling, fam.
I think yeah. To be honest,
the way because transmuters are normally mistaken for conjurers, you know, and the way everyone is mistaking you for conjurer, I think you're a transmuter, fam.
Ooh, great argument. Yeah, I'm gonna run with that. That's nice.
He's trying to get on your good side, Mike. Don't listen to him.
No, but it's true, fam. I think I don't know.
I guess we could go to vote then. Just do vote in it.
Because look, listen to this. He has qualities of an enhancer, yeah, and he has qualities of a conjurer as well. So
yeah, it's kind of
in the
true.
middle.
I don't know.
He's a transmuter.
Yeah, that's I said. I mentioned that earlier as well. Like someone who's in that
he did say,
role, but uses enhancement and conjuration abilities more because it fits more his personality. You get me?
Yeah. Because when we were saying about him being an enhancer, and he said he hides nothing. He does hide shit, so that kind of comes under it, in it, transmuting or whatever. Because he's
that's someone more
personality.
Yeah, guarded and more logical about being honest about things, isn't it? When not need to be, basically.
Yeah.
Martin Pion. All right,
pretty much.
I'll go conjurer then. Fuck it.
I'm saying I've got conjurer as well.
Yeah.
Do a vote then because it was back to transmuter.
Yeah, I'm gonna start off by saying conjurer, innit?
Conjurer.
Nabil?
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Or Bosun?
Bosun.
Oh, conjurer.
I'll say conjurer as well.
I guess it's conjurer, yes.
I guess conjurer, that's it. Free, majority vote.
Yeah.
So if we summarize, that would be either a conjurer, then Nabil manipulator, Bilal
yes.
Mike emitter, and Bosun conjurer also.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Bilal enhancer.
Yeah, Bilal enhancer. I mentioned that, but yeah. So is that fair? I'd say that's fair, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. All right. So I guess.
Yeah. Next episode we'll discuss the abilities we'd have with our Nen types, innit?
Yeah. We'll do that next episode.
Yeah, next episode.
Thank you guys.
Television gaming.
If you want to out. Yeah.
What?
Yo, subscribe.
Share
out the video. Yo, share this out. Thank you for watching.
Subscribe to Mike the Gamer.
Peace.